In this video, we learn how to create a recycler view with a custom recycler adapter. A recycler view is like a list view, but is much powerful. Create a new project and name it recycler view. First, make sure these two lines are exist in build.gradle file. Now go to layout file and change container to a linear layout and set orientation to vertical. In this view, we just create a recycler view, set an ID to it, and set a layout manager to linear layout manager. Now right click on layout and choose new layout resource file. Set its name to raw node and set a root element to a card view. Use card elevation property for our cars to have some shadows and some distances of background, and add some margin vertical and margin horizontal to our card view. Now we add a relative layout. We have three controls in it. Two text view, one for note title and another for note description, and we add a switch for to decide whether this note or this checklist is done or not. So we add our first text view, copy and paste, set its text to note description, and set its ID to text view description, and use the layout below. Now we add our switch and we send it to the end of page, and we set an ID to it, and we want it to be centered in parent. Now right click and choose new Java class and set its name to node. For our node, we want a title, a description, and a boolean property is done. We also add sort order, but which we can if we want, we can add this. Now press Alt and Insert and choose Getter and Setter, and press Alt and Enter again and create an empty constructor. So press Alt and Insert again and create a constructor with 4 parameters. Now create another class and name it Node View Holder. To create a recycler view, we need to create a view holder and we need to create a recycler adapter. Our node view holder extends recycler view holder. In this class, first we create two text views for our two text views that defined in a raw node, and a switch, and we set them to be public. Now inside the node view holder constructor, we initialize our text views and suites. Use the item view that find view by ID and ID of or node title. Do the same for description and suites. Okay, here is our node view holder. Now it's time to create a node recycler adapter. Create a class and name it node recycler adapter. This adapter have to extend recycler view dot adapter, an adapter of type node. Of type node view holder. We have to override its stream method. We add two variables, a context and an array list of type node. Now create a constructor for our class. A constructor with two parameters, a context and an array list of nodes. Inside this constructor, we initialize our context and nodes. Now, inside on create view holder, we have to create a view and a node view holder. Create a view. Use the layout inflater dot from and pass parent dot get context and dot inflate the address of our layout, which is r.layout.row node. Pass parent again and attach to root views false, and thus return new node view holder that we created before and pass view. For get item count method, we return nodes.size, and for our on bind view holder, first get the node, use nodes.get position. Next, we want to set text view title, description, and suites that we defined in our node view holder. Use the holder dot text view title and text view description and suite. At last, we want to add a challenge event for each row or each node. Use a holder.itemView.set onChallenge listener, and each time user challenge on a node, we want to show a toast to him. And here is our node recycler adapter. Now go to main activity. Outside on create method, create a variable of type recycler view. Create another variable of type node recycler adapter. And create an array list of type node. Now inside on create method, we get a reference of our recycler view. Create our nodes array list and fill it with some dummy nodes. We add 6 nodes to our nodes array. Now we added our notes to our notes array. We create our node recycler adapter, and we had a constructor with two parameters, a context and a nodes array list, and use a recycler view that set adapter and pass node recycler adapter. Now, before we run our app, go to run node and just set foreground of our card view to attribute slash table item background to add a ripple effect on village. Now run the app. This is our recycler view. Each item has a title, a description, and a switch. And when we click on any item, a toast will show. Thank you for watching.